Hello and welcome back to Card Talk. I'm your host and joined with me is Matt, and for some reason our stream ended prematurely. So hopefully um, this is working again and we can continue on from where we left off. So let's just give it a few minutes to load up and check to see if everything
I'm
is
your host
working.
and joined with me
Yes,
is Matt, and
it
for some
looks
reason
like
our
it is.
stream ended prematurely. So hopefully
Yep, I'm able to have the
this
stream up on the other side here,
Uh,
my other monitor.
you got you got the link for it, or do you need me to send it back through?
I think I got the link here.
I'm not sure if that link will link you to the other video or the new one. So there's the second one, the part two, as it was.
Thank you.
Okay, so
I believe you had finished your planning and I was
yes, I
just
had.
starting mine.
Yep, that's correct.
Sorry, just a second. Updating the Reddit post in case people need to find it.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh, no, that's it right there. Bear with us, folks. I will. Okay.
Ready?
All right. So for my, yep, I'm ready. So for my planning here, we'll do as I promised and play out my Miner of the Iron Hills, discarding the Black Breath from Eowyn.
Oh, thank you.
And that actually might be it for my planning at the moment. Yes, because there's no allies for stand and fight right now. But I can fix that soon. Alright, I am ready to quest.
Okay. Do you want to remove that black breath from Eowyn?
Oh, yep. Sorry about that.
I'll send 6, and I'll also send Frodo for 0. Because
It's just so we can remove him.
just in case I get the treachery to remove
2 heroes.
Yeah.
Alright. I will send Gandalf, Thurindir, Arwen for 8. So we are 14. Which is 3 right now.
Yep.
Card 1. Yep, there we go.
So I remove those 2.
We are down to 8 willpower. Card number 2. Pathless Country. Puts us up to 5 threats.
So we make 3 progress.
Well, so far we haven't had to engage more enemies off Pregnancy Pony.
No, and it looks like they'll be coming to you next turn.
And we don't have any damage out there for my Warden. I will go ahead and give Thurindir a resource with Gandalf's staff, unless you really want a card.
I've got 2 cards in my hand. I'm alright if you want me to give Thurindir a resource.
Yeah, because that way, this turn, I'll be able to play Quick Beam. Oh, I am going to play the Expert Treasure Hunter on top of my deck on Thurindir. And uses 2 resources to play Quick Beam. And we will deal damage to Quick Beam, so he's ready.
Okay.
Oh, I have Noria on top of my deck. Actually, I'm going to Wizard Pipe, so I get Narya into my hand. And put Tireless Hunters on top, because I don't need it.
Thank you, Ellie.
And play Narya. That's it for my planning.
Okay. I'll spend one for a Gondorian shield.
Alright.
So now when Frodo eventually loses the Black Breath, if he does, he'll be questing for 4 when he's under my control.
Seems pretty good.
And that is me done.
Alright. I will send 8 to the quest, since if we explore Prancing Pony, we'll get quite a few enemies in play. Although I guess I've got a Gladwin's Greedy in my hand. We could make sure not to engage one of them, probably, for AMR to kill. Yeah, we could send Quick Beam. I've got Narya as well, so I'll make it 10.
Okay. And I'll send 6.
Oh, you know what? I should send Frodo, because I can remove him instead of Thorndir and Gandalf.
Yep.
Alright. Card number 1, Pathless Country. And card number 2 is Power of the Terror. So that will kill my Miner.
Unless you want to throw the whip.
Let's see who. Yeah, because that will kill off a large number of my allies. So let's exhaust the 1 ring and get my Miner back. Alright, so new card, Weather Hills. Looks like we got 10 in the staging area. 1 there. And I assume we were still going to Keep Watch.
Yep.
So that will just complete Keep Watch.
That's all it needs.
Thorndir gets boosted, and that will actually help, because now we have to do the Prancing Pony effect.
Yep.
So we need to get discard cards so we get 2 enemies.
Yep.
Hey, those are great 2 cards to see discarded. Will Surge.
And they come down immediately, engage and don't go to the staging area.
First player, yes, so me. Alright. That goes to victory display. Alright. And
Travel.
right. I guess we don't. It's not a big deal if we keep both enemies engaged with me, but I'm just thinking threat-wise, it'd probably make the most sense to go to one of the Weather Hills.
Okay. I mean, we don't have to trigger its response. Do you have enough attack to kill both of these? And it looks like we've lost Matt. Yes, his computer's just crashed, so let's give him a minute to sort out. And again, sorry about this, folks.
Hey, Grant.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. My computer's still restarting, unfortunately.
That's fine, I'll keep it up for you anyway.
We'll see if I can rejoin.
You should be able to, hopefully.
Well, just be a minute here.
Unfortunately, the way things are, I can't check what's in our discard pile or in the encounter card discard pile. So I can get what's out on the screen, but
Oh, I see what you're saying, because it's got the waiting for players to rejoin.
yeah. And if I hit cancel, it's just going to close the game.
Okay, computer, why are you deciding to update right now?
Don't you just love technology?
Well, good news is it says it's 94% complete already.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not one of those where it just keeps spinning at 100% for a while. I'll be like, hey, we're completely done. Not really. Oh, nope. You got to 100% working on updates, and then it's like working on updates again, 3%. Now restarting again.
Well,
Wow.
at least you were able to test out Nori, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, putting Testable on the bottom is neat. I haven't shuffled my deck though, or been mining it enough to where we might see it again anytime soon.
Yeah,
But I
but you
guess he's a
haven't.
decent attacker.
Yep, he is that. But you haven't really drew your mining components like the Zidor miner. All you've really got's Dane.
It's true. Well, I just got Expert Treasure Hunter, which mines and draws for me.
Yeah, but you didn't have that before, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not like you had the ability to, is what I'm getting at.
Wow. I don't know what happened with my computer. It's like cleaning up. Oh, here we go. All right, Grant. I'm gonna hang up because I'm logging in now, and
Yep,
so I'll be
no
able to call
worries.
you back on Facebook.
Yep.
Bye.
Yeah, Shane, the Dark Lord did bring his make for internet interruptions. And welcome back.
Thank you. All right. All right, signed into Octagon. It's not showing me our game.
Then it might mean that we'll have to start a new game.
Okay, join unlisted. Oh, I probably was the host, wasn't I?
No, I was, I think. Otherwise, how am I still in the game? Okay, now my Octagon's not responding. My computer hasn't crashed, it's just causing a glitch. Okay, that's... Right, so who had this game? Yeah, you hosted the game, so I'll have to close out and we'll have to start again. Bear with Shane. We'll be back in 2 minutes while we restart this. Yes. Okay, I'll host this time just in case your computer decides to.
Yeah, it's windy here in the Midwest, so maybe that was what killed it. I don't know.
Shane, when internet service interruptions brought you by the Dark Lord himself, you must be getting close to foiling him. Right, I've got a game up there for you, buddy. There you go.
All right.
Right, and this time I'll load in first, so that way.
Sounds good to me. Get the quest loaded in here.
Come
Oh.
on.
There it goes.
Okay. And then that's going to load me over on the right. Is it? Yeah, I'll just move along to the left here.
Sounds good.
And I need to sort out my deck.
Shuffle. Shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4. No wizard pipe to start this time.
Well, you could always mulligan for it once you...
Yeah, having the wizard pipe to start has been nice, but I could also just get it with... I got Bilbo actually in my hand. What am I talking about? I can just get it with Bilbo, and I've got Gandalf's staff, so I could get him out first turn. Yeah, this is actually pretty good.
Right, okay, well, I'll just be a minute while I put in the new cards to my deck. I really should just make a generic one where I don't need to mess on with taking out cards and adding cards into my deck every time, but...
What fun is that?
Exactly. What fun indeed. Okay. Close and shuffle. Okay, I don't... Right. Okay, I will open my hand to you so you can see. Do you want to move your guys across a bit more?
Yeah, I could do that.
Just to give you a little bit extra room for your allies forming. Right, okay, and we are back. Hello and welcome to Card Talk. We are back and with a completely different hand as from what we had before. And Matt seems to be getting awfully close to my side of the board. I know I have a 3 hunters, but that's just ridiculous.
Alright, we'll move back over this way.
Okay, so my opening hand doesn't have Steward of Gondor, but it does come with a lot of restricted attachments. So I think I'll keep it.
Yep, I didn't get wizard pipe directly this time, but I have Bilbo, which is the next best thing.
Sounds good.
Oh, and I should make sure to get my gather information as my starting quest. Alright. Hey, a deep knowledge on top of my deck.
Nice.
Alright.
Do you
Everything is all set up already, thanks to
and,
Octagon.
And if you want to listen to the quest cards, go back and check part 1 of this live stream.
Alright, so...
Sauron really doesn't want us to be playing this quest.
Which is too bad, because our test quest went really quickly and smoothly.
Yeah.
Alright, let's control N in here and get this party started. Oh wow, I got Daeron's runes too.
And I drew another Spear of the Mark. I think they really want us to get Aemma set up this game.
Well, Grant, do you want to draw 2 cards with deep knowledge?
I would never say no to a deep knowledge.
Alright, go ahead and draw 2. And I'm going to use white cancel, drop my threat by 1 after playing it, so net
Okay,
1.
and I drew Goothwine and Gondorian Shield, both of which I had already in my hand. But you know what to say. I'm going to play out a Gondorian Shield onto Frodo because I can. I'm going to spend 1 for a Goothwine onto Irma. I'm going to play a Dagger of Westerness onto Eowyn. I'm going to play Gondorian Shield onto Erkenbrand. I am then going to spend 1 for a Spear of the Mark onto Irma. So he's now attacking for 7 up into the staging area. Now, I could open the armory, or I could do 4 damage to Bill.
Wow, that 4 damage to Bill is pretty nice.
It is, but I could just kill him in 1 hit next turn when I get the second Spear of the Mark on Irma.
Oh, well, if you can kill him next turn, no problem. I'd say just go ahead and do your open the armory. We'll plan on killing him next turn.
Yep, okay. Open the armory.
Actually, you could use Frodo's resource even for that.
Oh, that is very true. I keep forgetting Frodo can use neutral cards. And guess what we forgot to add in? Mr. Underhill and the Ring Bros.
Well, good news is we have not started yet.
There's Mr. Underhill. And Ring Bros. There you go. And looking at the cards I've got to choose from, with Open the Armory, I can get Ancestral Armor, a Blade of Gondolin, or a Round Shield.
Ancestral armor is really nice, but it's going to be a while before you're going to be able to play it.
Yeah. I think I'm going to grab the Round Shield for the immediate benefit.
Fair enough.
And I will actually do that. So that's me done.
Alright, let's go ahead and get gather information out there. Man, so actually if I'm smart about this, I might be able to get Wizard Pipe out this turn. Maybe?
Well, if you Deeran's Runes, you get to add a resource to Dean, which allows you to then play Bilbo, which will then allow you to get your Wizard Pipe.
Yep. Yeah, so yes, that would be good because then I can will equip the Armor of Erebor on Dane. So stay runs runes, give Dane the resource, and draw 2. We will go ahead and discard the Elven Light. That was nice. Play Bilbo. And Wizard Pipe, where are you?
And then, if you play your Gandalf staff, you can then give Gandalf or Thurindia a resource to then play
the
with
pipe.
it. Yeah.
Thank you. Because I had in my head that I wasn't going to be able to play both, and that is not true. Play the staff. Use it for a resource, and use it to play out the pipe.
That's right, Shane. Even at 48 threat, I will not say no with deep knowledge.
And then I will pipe, putting Armor of Erebor on top of my deck. Drawing the Dwarven Tomb. Play Will Equipped. And discard the top 2 cards, which will put Armor of Erebor there. Discard double back.
That's a shame.
But I draw Arwen for the Council of the Wise.
Yeah, it's a shame that we lost double back. But then again, you can get it back from with the Dwarven Tomb.
especially since I have Will of the West in my hand. So,
Well, you've got Dwarven Tomb as well. So,
well, the Dwarven Tomb is usually to make sure I don't accidentally mine away Will of the West.
yeah, but since you've already got it in your hand.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Dane's defense marked up there. All right. I think I'm finally ready to quest.
Okay. I'll quest for 4, 6 with Frodo.
And I am questing for 7, so we are 13 versus 5.
And don't forget to raise your threat by the number of questing characters that aren't questing heroes that aren't
There we
Frodo.
go. 36. Yep. All right. Card number 1. Unwanted attention.
Okay, so I remove my 6 willpower.
So now we are 7. Card number 2 is a Pale Blade, which has no target.
And it just surges.
And we get Chetwood. So no progress, but no threat gained.
2, 4,
Oh, wait.
7,
Never mind.
8. Because of Bill
Yeah,
Fernie.
so actually we gain 1 threat each.
Yeah. Travel to the Chetwood.
Sounds good to me.
And next turn. I'm going to play out a Spear of the Mark because I can. Oh wait, you're the first turn planning. So here, have a draw card from Campfire Tales.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, I was thinking about Wizard Piping R1 on top to player, but actually I don't need to do that. I'm going to use Gandalf's Staff along with Dane's Resource to put her into play.
Well, you could play. Oh no, you can. I was going to say you could play your Council of the Wise to add a resource, but you needed to spend 2 resources in order to do that.
Yeah, the white cancel. Plus, getting. I guess it gives you a resource, draw a card, or shuffle. It can wait. And I am actually going to use Gandalf's resource here to play Keep Watch.
Nice.
And it can be your turn there, Grant.
Okay. Well, I've played out my Spear of the Mark, and that's all I'm going to play. So, questing.
Well, I will send 11, and
Are you sending Frodo?
yeah, we can send Frodo for 13.
Okay, and Eamar attacks Bill Fernie and kills him. And I'll raise my threat an additional 2 points.
As do I. And actually, Dane doesn't really need the bonus defense, so we'll start giving Arwen's bonus to Erkenbrand.
Okay, sweet.
Alright, card number 1. Lure of the Ring. So do you want to raise your threat by 3 or exhaust the 1
Your
ring?
first player. Turn 2.
The first player marker is throwing me off here. Alright. I'm going to say exhaust the ring.
Okay. Surges.
Card 1, Pathless Country. Card 2 is a Rider of Mordor.
So we're up against 8 and we'll send 18.
Yep, so we make 10 progress.
Clears the Chetwood and clears Gather Information.
We do not want Chetwood in the victory display.
Now what do I draw?
That is actually a very good question now.
Usually I'd say I'd go for Ancestral Armor or Steward of Gondor. But without either of them sitting in my hand at the minute, I'm gonna go Steward just in case. When I killed, wait, what I'll do is I'll close and shuffle, because when I killed Bill Fernie, I was meant to play this and draw 3 cards. And maybe that'll change my mind for what I do for.
Very sorry, the National Weather Service apparently is sending out an alert, and I can't block the
Yeah,
emergency
that's
alerts.
fine. Oh, and I managed to draw Steward Gondor, Ancestral Armor, and open the Armory. So, let's have a look. What am I going to pick for? I think I'll just grab. Yeah, why not? I'll grab that. Close and shuffle. Okay. So,
Well, here, see, questing power is starting to come online here, so
what you grabbing, my friend?
you know, it's hard to go wrong with Ally Treebeards. I think we're gonna grab him.
Okay.
All right. So looks like I am getting a writer for Mordor engaged. Oh, did we want to go to
Well, this is a. You could
Pathless
travel.
Country?
You could go. Well, you're first player, so you could go to the Prancing Pony and put out Treebeard.
This is very true. Should be handy. And your AMR's starting to get beefed up, so we probably have enough defense to handle 2 enemies in a couple turns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So Treebeard comes into play, exhausted.
And the Rider of Mordor comes down and engages with you.
Yep, and gets a shadow.
Erkenbrand defends.
No shadow.
No damage.
And Dane does not have enough attack to do anything. So looks like we are ready for next round. Mm-hmm.
Okay, now it's my turn. And I'm going to spend 2 resources playing out Steward of Gondor. Triggering it, spending 1 to play out Ancestral Armor on Erkenbrand.
Very nice.
So he's now got 7 defense with Eowyn's boost. I'll drop out to gather information. And I will play out a Dagger of Westerness for free. I will spend 1 of Frodo's resources and play Open the Armory. And grab the only thing I can, which is another round shield. And I will play that onto Frodo, so now Frodo's got 2 restricted. So he's now questing for 4 after I flip my contract at the end of the turn. And that's me done.
Alright. I think that I actually am going to want to Wizard Pipe, putting my East Road Ranger on top so I can spend 3 bring into play, so I'll have enough attack power to deal with the Rider. And that is going to be it for my planning.
Okay. Questing. 7, 4, 6.
I will send 7, so we are 13.
Are we going on gather information or keep watch?
We're probably not going to clear keep watch right now, but you're pretty well set up. I've got lots of cards in my hand. I would still say keep watch is probably our best bet, especially if we don't clear all the enemies we're likely to get this turn.
Okay.
Alright, card number 1. Power in the Terror. So each ally gets -1.
Is that going to kill any of your allies?
No, because the only one that's getting to 0 is Eastward Ranger, and it's got 3 hit points.
Okay, so it really doesn't do much.
Well, it does lower my questing.
Yeah, but what I mean
2.
is it doesn't clear the board state is what I'm meaning.
Yeah, it's just usually the problem for us, or for me at least. Alright, card number 2. There's the Shady Breelander.
So we're up against 4.
Yep.
So we make 7 progress.
Which we'll explore that. And put 3 on Keep Watch.
Oh, wait, it does because you're forgetting you get -1 for that rider being engaged with you.
Oh, it does. Yeah, because that would... Doesn't kill Treebeard, but will kill Bilbo and Treebeard.
Bilbo, Arwen would both die, so I will actually spend a resource exhausting the ring, shuffling it up. So the first card is that Shady Breelander. Second card,
Hellblade.
which attaches.
Surges.
Yeah.
So we should do that. Make it a little easier to read. And Piercing Cry.
And I will take that and Nazgul engage with me. No, I'll put it in the staging area because
Yeah, I was gonna say, we'll probably end up with 2 enemies if you don't take it in the staging area.
yeah. So we'll put it in the staging area.
All right, so. So now we've actually got 8 in the staging area.
We make 3 progress.
Well, I gotta recalculate my willpower here, because actually Thuridir's 2, Bilbo and Arwen are 2, so actually I'm questing for 4. And you sent 6?
So that's 10, so we'll make 2 progress.
Alright, so we don't clear the Prancing Pony this turn.
Nope.
I guess it's good news for us taking out these riders in Mordor.
Yeah, and I think you need a Dwarven Tomb that double back now, because you're at 41 and I'm at 34.
I can most certainly do that.
Yeah. So engagements, I will optional this rider of Mordor.
Thank you. And you're first player, so you get the first shadow.
The Shady Breelander's coming down to me.
That's his shadow then.
Okay.
Okay.
So Erkenbrand will defend the rider. No shadow, no damage. And then undefended on the Breelander.
No shadow?
So that's 3 damage. Okay, how are you defending?
Alright, let's see. Pale Blade. So it's a close one. We will defend with Dane. And I'm going to discard the shadow. I'm not going to risk it. And I will go ahead and mine my Steward of Gondor. No reason to keep it.
Okay.
And then attack backs.
Eomer's gonna kill the rider.
And my Eastward Ranger, Treebeard, and Gandalf attack for 9, which will kill my rider.
Okay.
And I will go ahead and play my Dwarven Tune now, so I get the threat reduction. And I will get back double back.
Okay.
Oh, I shouldn't have shuffled my discard. Not that it matters right now. All right, draw in.
Okay, your first player.
All right, let's play out double back. Owning the trap will actually be very helpful right now. Which means playing Aorith to heal up Aemir might not be something I want to do this turn necessarily.
Don't worry about it, my contract's online.
Okay. Then I'm going to save that from that.
And just out of curiosity, do you want to target Gandalf with Arwen, just in case you need multiple defenses?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. So I will do that during questing. And there's nothing else right now in my hand that I really want to play.
I mean, you could drinking song just to see what you get. Get a new hand.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about drinking songing away my Will of the West. And the Cody in the Trap that will help if we get through the Prancing Pony.
I mean, it is a risk. But it depends on, do you think the risk's worth it? The risk's worth it.
Oh, here, I'm going to play out Eorth so we get some more healing if we need it. Yeah, I think I'm okay right now with how things stand. So, I got some tricks up my sleeve with the hand I have for getting 2 additional enemies this turn.
Okay. Questing, I will send 6.
And I will send...
Are you sending Frodo?
Yes, so 5... 9. So we are 15 versus 2. All right, card number 1.
Yep.
Oh, we're going against double back, right? So we want to lower threat.
Yeah.
Card 1, Weather Hills. Card 2, Chatwood. So we got 7 in the staging area.
So we make 8 progress.
Which is just enough to clear the Prancing Pony and double back. I'll lower our threat by 5. And now enemies.
Glad to see those treacheries go.
Much happy to see any treacheries go.
Good point. So these two both come down and engage you.
Yep.
You can Coney in a trap now.
Right. And Tireless Hunters isn't going to help give you to Shadow Control. Let's see. Well, said we were giving Gandalf the boost, but if I Coney in the trap and could attack back and probably kill most of these. So I defend both of them. With my 2 heroes, I have 6 attack.
If you defend one of them, Coney in a trap one, you could attack with Dane and Treebeard and kill one, and attack with Gandalf and the East Road Ranger and kill the other.
Dane won't be able to... If I defend one, I have to use Dane or Gandalf to do it.
Alright, yes.
So...
But you've got 2 attacks with Treebeard. So, you could kill both enemies.
Yes, so yeah, so let's go ahead and use Coney in the trap then. Plus that will lower my threat even more. Alright, let's have the Shady Breelander be the one that doesn't attack.
Okay, now travel. Do we want to go to the Chatwood so that these spies don't get +1 attack?
I think we have enough defense that's not that big a deal.
True, but
And the other ones aren't really that helpful right now to us either, so we might as well clear the Chetwood.
yeah.
Okay.
Shadow cards.
Yes. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. How
And
you?
he's not attacking, so we'll have Dane defend this guy. No shadow.
Okay. And and Brand will defend my guy. No
No
shadow.
shadow.
And we're attacking back.
Alright. Well, let's have Treebeard and East Road Ranger attack and kill the South-Eyed Southerner. Ready, Treebeard. So he and Gandalf can take out the Shady Breelander.
And Iama's going to take out this Shady Breelander.
I thought he was exhausted, or you just exhausted him for the attack?
I've just exhausted him for the attack.
Oh, okay, I must have missed it.
Would you mind giving me some card draw with Gandalf stuff?
Nope, not at all.
Thank you kindly. And I will give us both a bit of card draw with Campfire Tales.
Alright, so I got my Power of Orthanc. Yeah, let's see what we got this turn.
Yeah, why on? There we go. I'll spend 2 resources and play out a Armor Destria, so now Gumbrand's got 2 defenses.
That's good.
And that's all I'm doing.
I'm actually going to play Caleb from the top of my deck. I mean, Thalion. Nori's coming up too. And that'll be it for my plane, actually.
Okay. So
Reindeer should be full of power. Alright,
so
questing?
Questing, I will send 6, 10.
Alright. I will go ahead and send...
Thanks, Shane. Have a good night, mate.
Thanks, Shane. What is that? 10 right now? East. Are we gonna go to... Do we want to try and advance, or are we going on a side quest, I should ask?
I'd say let's clear out the side quests while we've got a chance.
Okay. Keep watch then, since we've been hitting those riders.
Yep.
Then let's go ahead and send the East Road Ranger for another 3. So I'll be 13, so 23.
Yep.
Alright, card number 1. Lure of the Ring.
I'll exhaust the 1 ring.
Alright, Surge card is Pathless Country.
That's fine. And card number 2.
Fishing Cry.
That's Peril. You decide.
I'd say we just get an Nazgul enemy, right? Because we're questing for quite a bit.
Yeah, do we put it in the staging area, or do we put it in play engage with us?
Let's see. We've got 7 in the staging area right now, so it'll be 11,
We'll make 12 progress.
13, 19. Yeah, I think it's fine to put it in the staging area.
I mean, if you put it in play engage with us, I'm only losing 2 willpower.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's better for our questing, and you're pretty well set up to deal with it this turn.
Yep.
All right, let's get the rider. There's only 4 cards left in the encounter deck. What are they? None of them is a rider. Shady Breelander, Burden. All right, Rider of Mordor, engage with you.
Yep.
So now we're questing for 21. Yeah, we make 14 progress.
Okay.
More than enough for Keep Watch.
Do you want to leave Keep Watch up to the side so that we know that it's active?
Good point. And I believe that is the 3rd side quest. So now Kayla, by being Thalion, becomes a hero.
Yeah, I believe so. Yep, Keep Watch is the 3rd side quest, so he's tactics, neutral, and spirit resources.
It's too bad Octagon doesn't have a resource icon marker.
Well,
Oh, well.
we could always get someone to build them in.
There's already enough stuff that they have to do for the Octagon. It's not that big a deal. All right.
Okay, travel. So I say we go to one of these pathless countries.
Yep. Let's just go to that one.
Give this Rider of Mordor a shadow card, and let's be done with the Rider.
No shadow?
Effect. And Irma and Erkenbrand are more than enough to wipe out said enemy.
If you don't need a resource or anything, I was going to give one to Gandalf for next turn, because I can get Nori out that way.
Give it to Gandalf. Are you still there, bud? Hello? Hello?
Hello again. Apparently, Facebook had an issue, so it all crashed on my browser and, of course, crashed the call.
Oh, no worries.
Apparently, this live stream should be Card Talk Live Disruptions or something.
Yep, apparently. Alright, so I'm your first player, so...
Alright, I am going to Wizard Pipe, Nori on top, and play him. Yeah, oof. I have Test of Will on top of my deck, so I am not going to play my Sigil Miner. So let's
Well, what you could do is, say, put your Word of Command on top of your deck to put Test of Will in your hand. You can then play your Sigil Miner and mine away your Word of Command, or a card that you, or the Tireless Hunters, because we've got enough defenses across the board that we don't really need Tireless Hunters.
Well, I already used the Wizard Pipe to get Nori on top of my deck, but I could draw the Test of Will with Gandalf's staff.
You could indeed.
Yeah, let's draw it with my staff, and then I can play out the Sigil Miner and use it. Same 5, since I know Glorfindel's on one of the top 2. So those 2 get discarded and get 1 resource on Dane.
Okay.
More Faramir's coming up. That'll be nice. Alright, That's it for my planning.
Okay, I'm going to spend 2, and since Dean now has the Sentinel trait, I am going to give him an Armored Destrier.
Ah, very nice.
And that's me done.
Okay.
So,
I would say for questing this time, we can go ahead and try to advance, because I think there's nothing that we really need at this point for to gather information.
no, I could just get AMR up to 5 willpower, or Eowyn up to 7. But you're right, there's nothing concrete that we need.
Alright, let's go on the main quest then. Alright, I will send 7.
Are you sending Frodo?
Yep, we'll go ahead and send Frodo. And he's back down to 2 willpower right now, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah. So, with Frodo, I am 13.
And I'm sending 6.
Alright, so we're 19. 19 Octagon versus 5. Alright, card number 1 is the ring draws them. At the end of the phase, each enemy in the staging engages with the first player. Okay.
I think
So-
that's fine because we've got enough defences on the board.
Yep, and we've got lots of Sentinel. Alright. Leave that up there so we don't forget about it. Surge card, power and the terror. Oh, we don't have anyone engaged, so does that kill Eorith?
It'll
Which,
kill
not a big
Nori.
deal. Kill Nori.
It'll kill your Sigil Miner. It will do damage to your East Road Ranger.
Yes, so
It'll change your
Yeah.
board state.
yeah, let's cancel that.
Okay, and you get a draw card, reduce your threat, or whatever else Council otherwise lets you do.
Resource. We're gonna take the threat reduction. And card number 2 is a Shady Breelander.
And that engages the first player at the
End of the phase, so come
Yeah.
to me.
yep, so we are up against 2, 5, 7. So we more than break through. We need 11 and we've got 12.
14.
Uh,
Yeah.
we'll make enough anyway.
Oh, 12.
Yeah.
Yes. Alright. Into the wild. His plan, as far as I can understand, without knowing the country, was to go towards Archet first, but bear right and pass it on to the east, and then steer as straight as he could over the wildlands to Weathertop Hill. And that way they would, if all went well, cut a great loop of the road, which further on bent southwards to avoid the Midgewater Marshes. But of course, they would have to pass through the marshes themselves, and Strider's description of them was not encouraging. The Fellowship of the Ring. Into the wild, when revealed, add Midgewater to the staging area. And each player places 1 progress on the current quest. In the round, either remove X progress from the current quest, or shuffle 1 mana play Ring Wraith into the encounter deck. X is the number of players in the game.
Okay.
Players cannot advance while Midgewater is in play.
Okay, so do we want to go to the Midwater and deal with the Shady Breelander next turn, where we've got to deal with all the Ring Wraiths, or do we want to wait a turn, kill off the enemies we can, and then go to Midwater?
I don't see any real downside to going to Midgewater this turn.
Okay, we'll go to Midwater. So the Shady Breelander goes back to the staging area and cannot take damage, cannot engage, and cannot
Cannot attack.
Yeah.
Alright, so looks like that's end of the round then.
Yep, remove the 2 progress from into the wild.
Turn quest. Yep. Alright. Doing anything for your playing there, Grant?
No, I just drew another on my destrier and I'm sitting on a goose wine. So I'm doing nothing for my plan. How about you?
Well, I do believe that I am going to give Shadowfax to Gandalf here.
Sounds good.
Alright, I'm ready to quest if you are.
Okay, I will send 6, 10.
Right. And I will send... yeah, I will send 11. I think we'll be
So that's
pretty
21.
good. So we've got 7 in the staging area.
Yep. And who's Arwen targeting now, since Gandalf's already got ranged and Sentinel? Is she still targeting Gandalf? For the +1?
Yeah, I think that's gonna... well, we've got a lot of defenses.
We've got a lot
The
of
other good
defenses
target
now.
would be Treebeard, but
I think Dane, just for that initial +1 defensive boost, so he'd be at like 5 defense.
yeah, that's a good point. Then I don't have to mine as much, even though nothing I'm drawing right now is doing it. But then if I can keep Test of Will on top of my discard, I can get it back on the bottom. Should be nice.
Yep.
All right. So we're 21 versus 7. First card is Unwanted Attention,
So
Peril.
remove 10 willpower from the quest.
Now we're 11 versus 7. We're going to get a Ring Wraith Surge. First player must either exhaust the 1 ring or raise the start by 3.
I'll exhaust the 1 ring.
Alright. Surge card. Hellblade.
Surges.
Whiffs.
And I'll raise me start by 3.
And another Surge. Weather Hills. So we make 1 progress. Well, that was most unfortunate.
Yeah, just a bit.
Oh, I guess we could have canceled it with Frodo. Although we would have had to exhaust the ring. Yes, so
If we exhausted that first time, before we got, because that was the first card, wasn't it?
yeah, it was the first card.
Then we can shuffle the other 2 Lures of the Ring back into the encounter deck, along with that Weather Hills, and do it from there. So
Pale Blade, Lures. Essentially redo. Alright, so new first card.
yeah.
Weather Hills.
Yep.
And Rider of Mordor.
Okay, so we've added
7.
7. So we're up against 14. So we make 7 progress.
Well, that didn't avoid adding a Nazgul necessarily. Unless we have some way to boost our willpower right now. Doesn't look like it. And that was the 1 we originally put on it, so it gets 6 and 1 there. Oh well, our alternate universe there where we remembered the effect on Frodo didn't help us that much.
Do you have Elrond's Counsel in your deck?
I do not.
Okay, because I would have said you could have used Word of Command there, exhausted Gandalf, to pull out Elrond's Counsel to then boost your willpower by 1.
Yeah, I don't think my deck runs anything that boosts willpower as an event.
Okay, so travel to one of these weathered hills,
Sounds good.
and
I guess Shady Breelander or Rider.
Well, I think we've got enough attack power to kill both of them, don't we?
We do.
So I just say we'll leave them. And
Okay.
I'll take down the rider if you want to. Or you'll have to take down the rider. I'll have to take down the Breelander. Because I'm first player. And we've got the one ring exhausted. So shadow cards.
Okay.
I'll defend mine with Erkenbrand. No shadow effect, no damage.
I think I will go ahead and just discard the shadow. And Dane can defend, no problem.
Okay, and Irma and Erkenbrand can attack.
And Gandalf, Dane, Treebeard, Nori. Attack for 6, 9, 11. Just way more than enough. Kill the rider.
Yep, and
And that'll
at
put
the end
Testable on the bottom.
At the end of the round, we have to shuffle in an out of play ring wraith because we don't have enough progress to remove.
Yep. That's unfortunate.
But
I think we're better set up, I think, to deal with more Nazgul this time around.
Yep. Okay, I'm going to spend 1 for... Oh, your first player, so... You first.
Well... Actually... Dalian has enough resources to help me out here. I will go ahead and play Rider of Rohan. And that will actually be it for my planning right now.
You're not going to zid your mind to see if you can get Faramir out?
Well, I kind of want the Flame of Arnor right now, although I guess I could swap in something else to mine away.
You could indeed. Remember, you've also got the White Council there as well.
Sure, I could get back. This Faramir's not lore because we haven't completed lore 1.
You mean Talion?
Yes, Stallion. Yeah, we could try the Sigil Miner. Let's...
I thought you wanted to keep your Flame of Arno.
I do. I don't necessarily want to keep Wizard Pipe around if we're planning on using it, although
you could always
how likely are we to blow through this quest?
You could get rid of your Tireless Hunters for keeping Flame of Arno, because Tireless Hunters we've got pretty much set up. You've got 2 defences with Dane, plus a defence with Gandalf, plus Treebeard with 2 resources on him. I've got 2 defences with Erkenbrand, so we've got, what, 6? 7 defences if we need it, possibly?
Yeah,
so
Faramir isn't super helpful right now. Actually...
It's willpower.
Yeah. It's willpower, but I guess if we really wanted willpower right now, I could try to play... I could, instead of Rider of Rohan, use the staff and play Glorfindel because he's 3 willpower.
Yeah, but Rider of Rohan doesn't exhaust to commit to the quest, so it also adds his attack power.
Right.
So I think Rider of Rohan was the better play. I'm just thinking for stuff that you can pull out, you know what I mean? Get stuff on the table. That's going to be of benefit.
Well, you know what, here... Maybe actually I should just Drakey's Song and see what we get. We'll
Well,
give,
like I said about 3 turns ago.
well, now I have even more cards for the drinking song.
Yeah, so you'll get 10 cards in your hand.
Give Thalion a resource for playing an event. So let's drinking song. Oh, now I've got a hidden cache I could mine with Sigil Miner.
Or you could mine your Eredluin Miner.
Or him too. Let's see. Yes, I won't be able to get Faramir out without putting him on top and mining the hidden cache, so...
True enough. Although you could also put out your unexpected courage now.
Yes, because I actually have the resources for it, and I didn't play... The rider was in my hand, so let's go ahead and get the unexpected courage out. Actually, who would make the most sense here?
I'd either say Irma or Dane, so you can commit to the quest and defend if needed.
And Dane's only got 1 willpower, whereas Aomer's got 4,
Yeah.
and he can attack into the staging area. So let's give it to him, so he
Okay.
can quest easily enough. And now if I wizard pipe, I can draw my scout ahead, put in cache there, mine it naming 0 for 3 resources. Go ahead and put those. Actually, in that 3, I could get Faramir out.
Yes, you could.
There we go. And we can have Scout ahead out, because why not?
Okay.
And drew test of will, but I blew all my spirit resources. That's alright. We'll be fine.
I'm going to play Open the Armory. And I'll grab that. I will spend 1 and play a Blade of Gondolin on Eowyn for 1 extra willpower. Okay, I'm done.
Alright. Questing. We've got enough defenses and everything else. Let's send Gandalf as well. So that's 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20.
Okay, and I will send 11. Are you sending Frodo?
Yep, we can send Frodo for 22.
There you go.
So
And
we're 29.
Yep, is that including my 11, yeah?
Oh, 11. Yeah, I had your 7 from A1, so we're actually 33.
I've also got Irma thanks to your unexpected courage.
That's right. Oh, maybe I don't need to send Treebeard.
Keep them up.
Yeah. 31 versus 5. Alright, card number 1. Squint-Eyed Southerner, so I assume the extra card.
Your first player. It's your decision.
Okay, definitely extra card then, I think.
Okay.
So we're gonna have 3 or 4 Nazgul. And Unwanted Attention. So
Frodo and Talion.
peril. Your first, or this is your peril because you're the second player.
Alright, yeah, so I'll remove 11. Oh no, I can't. Yeah, I'll remove these 2. So I'm removing 11 willpower. There's nothing I can do to stop that.
Alright, and so we still made 13 progress.
We need 1 more card. because you
Oh,
revealed.
that's right. Extra card.
And
I
this
guess
is
that
you.
probably was my peril then.
Yep. So I would have said Talion and Frodo for yours,
Yeah. So that's only 4. So
because Talion's
now.
technically classed as a hero now. So
Yep. And so actually, we still end up removing your 11.
yep.
Well, good news is we make 9 progress.
Yep.
So we clear the Weather Hills, and we still
into the
have.
wild.
When revealed, add Weathertop to the staging area and the Witch King. Search the encounter deck and discard pile and add each Nazgul enemy found to the stage area.
Strider has led Frodo and his companions to Weathertop, where he hopes to meet Gandalf. Instead, they find Black Riders waiting for them. As the sun goes down, the Nazgul close in on their prey.
Alright, the other Rider of Mordor must be in the discard.
Yep.
Shuffle the encounter deck. Alright. There are no Nazgul enemies in play, the players win the game. There were 5 tall figures, 2 standing on the lip of the dell, 3 advancing. In their white faces burned keen and merciless eyes. Under their mantles were long gray robes, upon their gray hairs were helms of silver. Their haggard hands were swords of steel. Their eyes fell on him and pierced him as they rushed toward him. Desperate, he drew his own sword. Alright. And the One Ring is not exhausted, so we won't have to engage the Witch King right away.
Travel, should we go to the Weathered Hills?
Yeah, that would let us kind of tuck away a Rider of Mordor so we don't have to deal with all of them right away.
Yep.
Why? Should we put a Ring Wraith there or one of the Riders?
I'd say either or, they're both pretty nasty.
Well, the Ring Wraith, I think we're set up easily enough to deal with, versus the Riders make questing a lot harder.
Okay, so we'll get
And
rid
possibly,
of one of them.
yeah.
Are you able to kill the Witch King this turn?
Let's see, he's 14.
Yep.
I've got 4, 6, 8, 11, 13 attack available, assuming Gandalf can attack as well. So, no.
You've got 14 with Dane.
I guess as long as Dane
You also have
only is defending one attack.
you have Mr. Underhill, so you can cancel an attack. And you've got Armored Destrier ready Dane after an attack.
Right. So, I guess if we burn Mr. Underhill.
So if you want to take the Squint Eyes, let's see, you wouldn't be able to kill both both Nazgul, would you?
No, so it's going to take out everyone to basically take out the Witch King.
Yeah, it's going to take 2 turns. So I'll take down the Rider of Mordor, since I've got less willpower that will be deducted compared to you for questing.
Okay.
And then you optional the Witch King. Then the Ring Wraith comes down to you, and the Squint-Eyed Southerner comes to me. Naturally.
Okay. Let's move these guys over a little bit more. Alright, so my shadows, your shadows.
I should be able to.
Alright.
Okay, your defenses are first.
Alright, well, Dane will go ahead and defend, discarding the Ring Wraith Shadow. Witch King, no Shadow.
And then are you using Mr. Underhill to cancel the Ring Wraith's attack?
Yes, we might. Well, actually, no, she can't attack her. She can't defend. Actually, you know what? Treebird can defend it for me. He's got 2 readies.
Okay.
And he'll take 2.
You'll take 1. Keep watch.
That's right. Thank you. And
Okay,
Caleb should be ready.
for my defenses, on my Destria, I will defend the Squint-Eyed Southerner and then discard the Shadow from the Rider of Mordor.
No Shadow?
And defend that one. Okay, and now for combat.
Alright, so Dane is 2, 5, 7, 9. Ready Treebeard, 13, 15. Attack against the Witch King to kill him.
Yep. And then Eomar's going to take out the Rider of Mordor.
Actually, I could spend 2 resources to ready Treebeard again so that he and the Rider can deal 2 to this Ring Wraith.
Okay.
Hopefully make things easier for us next turn.
Yep.
Oh, and I'm going to use Gandalf's staff to give myself a resource on Dalian. Oh, there's Flame of Anor. Should have a much easier time taking on enemies this turn.
Okay, I'm doing nothing.
I'll add Defiant Challenge too. I probably could have taken out that Ring Wraith with that. That's alright.
Well, if we did that, would have won the game.
Okay, let's be smart about this and actually use my Defiant Challenge.
Okay, so that's 1 extra threat, not 2, because this is the end of last round, remember?
Yep, so actually Gandalf, Treebeard, and the Rider would have been enough to kill it.
Okay, there we go. We've won the game, because there are no Riders in play. There are no Ring Wraiths in play.
Very nice.
So, as a resolution to this quest, Black Horsemen have passed through Bree on Monday. 1 came down the Greenway, they say, and another appeared later coming up the Greenway from the south. And resolutions, starting with the first player, each player may choose one of the following boon cards and attaches it to a hero he controls. So they are, I'll generate them in. Tireless Range.
I can read the flavor text while you're doing that.
Yep.
At the moment, Frodo threw himself forward on the ground. He heard himself crying aloud, "O Galbraith, O Gonathel." At the same time, he struck at the feet of his enemy. A shrill cry rang out in the night, and he felt a pain like a dart of poisoned ice pierce his left shoulder. Even as he swooned, he caught, as though a swirling mist, a glimpse of Strider leaping out of the darkness with a flaming brand of wood in either hand. With a last effort, Frodo, dropping his sword, slipped the ring from his finger and closed his right hand tight upon it. Alright, let's take a look at these boon cards. Tireless Ranger, permanent. Setup, attached to a hero. Attached hero gains +1 defense and gains the Ranger trait. Skilled Healer, permanent. Attached to a hero. Attached hero gets +2 hit points and gains the Healer trait. Noble Hero, attached to a hero. Attached hero gets +1 willpower and gains the Noble trait. And Valiant Warrior, attached to a hero. Attached hero gets +1 attack and gains the Warrior trait.
Okay, so starting with the first player, that's me. I'm going to take the Valiant Warrior for Eomer.
Isn't he already Warrior? Well, I guess he just +1 attack is good.
Yeah. So attacking for 4 without any weapons just going to make them that much more deadlier when we come to have to engage like the enemies in the breaking of the fellowship and what have you.
Okay, fair enough.
And which one do you want?
Let's see. Now I know Noble, the new Shining Shield and Shining Sword that are Valor, which might actually work well with this deck considering how much I gain threat. Would be interesting, although the best person I guess to get it would be Gandalf. Although Thurindir would be nice since he always is questing. And
You could also give Dean Tireless Ranger or Gandalf Skilled Healer just to give some extra hit points.
Yeah, I think if anyone was going to get extra points, it might be Dane. Just his defense is fine, I think, and I've already got the Ranger trait that I need for most things I'm interested in. I think the Noble one is probably the more interesting, because then I could do things like Arab Mardil and things like that, so play around with the readying or the new Valor cards.
Okay, so who you putting Noble Hero on?
You know, as much as I'd like to put on Thurindir, Thurindir gets pretty good at questing as it is, and Gandalf quests quite often, so might be best to put on Gandalf, because then if I play with the newer attachments, he will benefit quite a bit more from it. Yeah, I think there's some possibilities I could do to tweak my deck a bit to incorporate the Noble trait a little bit.
Okay, so Valiant Warrior for Irma and Noble Hero for Gandalf. Okay, and anything else that needs to be done? Nope. So this has been a knife in the dark. Sorry for the fact that it's over 2 videos and 2 playthroughs, but we've got it done eventually. Due to Sauron making technical difficulties happen. Join us next time where we try to do Flight from the Ford.
Thanks, everyone. Great day.